friends, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here for another recap of life after lockup. After lockup. Season finale is next week, y'all. Season finale is next week. Boy, it went by fast, didn't it? It just seemed like I just started talking to you all about this show. Things have changed. People on this show has changed. Speaking of that, Brandon, are you okay, girl? Brandon, you okay? You need some water? You need to drink a little milk? You need to put some food in you? Something about you, Brandon, seems a little different. Brandon looks rough, y'all. She looks rough. It looks like she's done aged. She looked dry. Chaz done started smoking again. Honey, Chaz said he ain't smoked in how long? But honey, being there in Oregon amongst Brandon, honey, he done started smoking, child. But he said once he leaves the relationship, he'll quit. Boy, I tell you, Brandon's coochie dipped in gold. They got the man studying. They got the man walking in circles. They got the man smoking. So it's time for Brandon and Chaz to meet up. Brandon, obviously you may be going through something. But there is no reason for you to come out that house looking like that. You look like a whole crayon box. What was the outfit? And those shoes? That you couldn't walk in, by the way. Now she done got on those shoes. Obviously, she can't deal with. Those shoes look like something from Rainbow, Payless, Circuit City, Radio Shack, Big Lots. I was like, ooh, wait, I know your feet are hurting. That's them cheap, hurting shoes. Then she had on some plaid pants and a white t-shirt and then a lace over it. Brandon look a mess. Brandon said, how many patterns can I put on today? So she cautiously walking to meet Chaz. Chaz wants to talk to her. Brandon said, what do you want? Chaz says, you were so nice to me at one time. You said you loved me at one time. She was like, what do you want? She was like, it's over. Okay? I don't have anything to say to you. Nothing. And so Chaz said, oh, so you don't want to talk to me? Okay, then maybe you'll talk to these papers. I'm trying to talk to you to see where we went wrong. Because, see, they still married. So he said, okay, here's some papers. So Chaz hands her the papers, and this was Brandon. Chaz is over here. Brandon was like this. Brandon wouldn't even look at him. Oh, broke down Rapunzel. Rapunzel, drop down your hair. He don't get that dried up yarn out of your head, girl. So, he lays it down. Chaz walks off. She's trying to get an Uber. And so she's like, I'm done. I'm done with him. He's talking about I'm a prostitute, which I have yet to hear him call you that. Okay? He said that somebody approached him and told your tea, Brandon, which we all see. You are on an escort service ad. But see, you're saying that your homegirl is using your account. And so then he's standing there, he was like, but they're your pictures. She was like, shut up. She says if she uses her pictures, she will get banned. Oh, listen here, broke down Rapunzel. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is buying that. And if they did, they're idiots. Just admit that you're on there. They go back and forth arguing. She walks off and she says, F you. He says, F off. He said, how about giving me some of that prison money back? I said, oh. I was like, Chaz, you ain't gonna get that back, child. See, her and Yola's gonna go down to that good old Outback. Get them a steak sizzler, honey. What you talking about? That money gone. Then you see her outfit? Don't you see her Rapunzel hat? So then, he says, when you go back to prison, don't call me. Don't call me. And he said, I hope you don't catch anything. I was like, ooh. I was like, Chaz, pump your brakes now. Now, let us remind you, you the one that stayed and pleaded and begged to get some of that coochie, and now you got the coochie. So let's hope you don't get anything. Y'all think that Chaz is finally gonna go home after this? I mean, go home. You done gave her the divorce papers. Y'all done said F you to both of them. Just go on home. Go home. And let's move on. Child, let me knock these two out the way real quick. Let's talk about Kevin. Kevin finally got the video of proof of what Kayla sent Tiffany. You know, of her being inside of Kevin's house and in the shower and all that. So he finally got the proof from Tiffany. Tiffany said, delete my number. It's over. It's done. I don't want to have no contact with you. And he was like, what the F? Meanwhile, he out there in his yard, he done took his shirt off and he did a couple of punches. Kevin said, let me show y'all my chest. I ain't one to play with. That's what Kevin said. He said, let me show you my nipples. Kevin, I'm going to need you to keep your shirt on. That's what I'm going to need for you to do. So Kevin got the evidence and he calls Kayla. He was like, I don't know why she's trying to F up my relationship with Tiffany. Excuse me. That's a question, Kevin. You already know the answer. So Kayla was like, oh, hey, what's up? Where's that B.A. Tiffany at? She just can't stop. And so Kevin says that he's going to have to hook up with Kayla and get to the bottom of why she's doing what she's doing, child. How much you want to bet they're going to end up, Kayla and Kevin going to end up having sex, child? Child, let's move on. Destiny had her baby. One thing about it. Now, I have talked so much crap about Destiny. All warranted. All warranted. But that baby was adorable. Wasn't that baby so cute? All that hair, with that dark hair. Baby was gorgeous. Destiny had her baby. She said this is her 6th C-section. Where was Jason, y'all? Was y'all thrown for a loop as much as I was? When she said that Jason was in prison. I said, yeah, prison? Honey, apparently Jason is a whole thief out here. probation, and he had a dirty urine. He just out here just pissing dirt. So they probation violated him, and he got 4 years. I said, oh, JC Cutie, that's how you was rolling. That's how you was living. I guess so. If you was with Destiny, child, I thought you was just a regular schmegular, you know, Joe out here. I didn't know that you was somewhere with backgrounds, child. So Jason ain't gonna be in her life. Jason ain't gonna be in the baby's life until after he's out of prison. Did y'all see how Destiny was looking at that baby in that confessional? Y'all peeped that? She looked at that baby like it was an alien. I want what's best for the baby. I want. Where my mama at? My mama here. Come on over here, get this baby. It's starting to move. Nothing about that looked comfortable. Her holding the baby, her talking to the baby, it just didn't look comfortable. And her mama knew that. Isn't it sad when the grandmother looks in that camera and says, I can't believe she brought the baby home. That's what the grandmother said. I can't believe she brought the baby home. She got 5 other kids. She didn't bring none of them kids home. Is this the first baby she ever brought home? Why would the grandmother get so emotional like that? That grandmother was crying. She was like, oh, she brought the baby home. And then she says, I never thought that would happen. Destiny, do right by this baby. Do right. Don't leave it at your mama's house. Don't leave it at your cousin's house. Don't leave it at your grandma's house. Don't leave it at your auntie's house. Don't leave it at the friend's house. Do right by this youngin'. Let's move on. Let's talk about Amber. It's a whole lot of pregnancies this season. We had a whole lot of pregnancy tests this season. We had some deliveries this season, honey. This season should have been called the baby season. Closed legs. Don't get fed, honey. Honey, there's a whole lot of going on, child. And here's Amber. Amber is talking to Queen, and she was like, I don't feel good. I do not feel good. And Queen was like, well, you been drinking? She was like, I ain't been partying. I ain't been drinking. I just don't feel good. She was like, oh, maybe you got a little stomach virus. And so Amber was like, nah, I just don't feel good. Now, out the blue, with everything that's going on, it could be the flu, the cold, the stomach virus, the virus. Here's Queen. You think you're pregnant? And I'm like, that's what you go to. And so Amber said, absolutely not. I cannot get pregnant. The doctor told me I cannot get pregnant after my last miscarriage. There is no way. And so Queen said, you've been having unprotected sex. And so Amber was like, did Dolly Parton sleep on her back? Of course. Jolene, 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 Jolene. So Queen says, well, there's some tests in there. 5 tests. You need to go handle that. And then I sat back and I thought, 5 tests? Why is there 5 tests? Amber, she don't need a test because she's under the impression that she can't get pregnant. And she already throwing it back with no protection. So why should she need a test? Queen, who blowing out your back? Because, see, the only ones in the house is Queen and Amber. Queen, you got your legs up in the air waving them like you just don't care. Ain't nothing wrong with it, girl. So here Amber. She goes, she takes 3 tests. She was like, I know I'm not pregnant. You're going to owe me some money. Ding, 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 ding. Guess what, y'all? All 3 of them said, you are pregnant. And I was like, oh, Lord. I was like, oh, Lord. Now, Amber, she's in a state of shock. And she said, I can't believe this. Because she went to the doctor not too long ago, and the doctor told her that she done had some liver issues. See, her liver issues came from her partying, okay? Her drinking, her drugs, all that has affected her liver. See, she been out here running around drinking like she ain't got no liver. Well, now her enzymes are sky high. Was they sky high or was they down? Whichever. Of course, she's worried about that. And she says, listen, Queen, don't you tell nobody. Not until I go to the doctor and they confirm it. Well, she goes to the doctor. The doctor says, oh, yes, you're about 6 weeks. How long she been with TC? They haven't been together, a long period of time. And now, boom, she gonna have a baby. Woo! So, the doctor says 6 weeks. Got a little strong heartbeat. Amber is laying there like someone had hit her with a bat. She is just like... So, she's talking to the doctor. And she's telling the doctor about her liver issues. And so the doctor says, well, that will play a part. Some women have a very hard pregnancy when it comes to their liver issues. There's your age. I think she's, 36, 37? And you have, health problems. So all this will play a part in your pregnancy. But thus far, the baby is fine. But guess what? You may not be. The doctor said that there may be a chance that you may not make it during the course of this pregnancy or giving birth, okay? It is a high-risk pregnancy. But he says, and it may go the other way. We just don't know yet. So, of course, Amber, she's just like, oh, my God. So she has to call her mom. And she's nervous. And, child, the mama is like, you gonna have a baby? Yes. I didn't think you could have a baby. Yes. Of course, the mother is happy. And so Amber told her what the doctor said and what could happen to her. And the mama was like, listen, I would love to have a grandbaby, but I also want my daughter. You do what you got to do, girl. I will support you, whatever you decide to do. And so Amber, of course, is upset by this. She says that she is upset about the baby. What will happen with the baby? What will happen with her? And now it's time to tell TC, well, Amber, you might as well go ahead and have this baby. Because we all know how TC feels about the A word. He made that clear last week. So you might as well go ahead and have this youngin. Unless, TC, unless you go back on your word. Unless you go back on what you said last week. Because, see, Amber and him said that they're not quite ready to have a child. Well, the universe said other, so y'all might as well be ready. Let's move on. Child, short and sweet. Brittany and Ray, it's time for the families to get together. Okay? The mamas and the daddies, they go out to dinner. And how about Brittany's parents being 45 minutes late? Boy, I will be fuming. 45 minutes late for a gathering? No. No. Y'all, that's my sister and her husband. They are always late. Always. I can see being late 5-10 minutes. My sister and her husband, they stay late. Stay late. So anyway, they 45 minutes late. And of course, Brittany's dad gave his blessing. And so Brittany's dad and Ray go outside. And Brittany's dad is saying he's unsure. And he makes it seem like that You know, he's not going to give a blessing. Very awkward, and, you know, there was some tension, and the camera work, and the music. Y'all know how it goes. So they go back inside, and Brittany was like, what did he say? What did he talking about? Ray was like, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. Just leave me. I don't even want to talk about it. And then, guess what? Brittany's dad stands up and says, you have my blessing. My daughter loves you. You've done right by my daughter. You can marry my daughter. What about Brittany's mama? I was like, okay, Miss Brittany, mama. Mama Brittany walked up in that clean, honey. I was like, okay. So anyway, child, that's Ray and Brittany. Let's move on. I'm not going to keep y'all. Taylor and Chance. Chance is up in that doctor's office, ultrasound office or whatever, looking like a fool. As usual. Now, he done asked for a paternity test. Y'all want to know why? Because Taylor's ex-boyfriend. Now, that's how he met Taylor. Through the ex-boyfriend. Done sent her an email. I said, not a Gmail. Not a Yahoo. He sent her an email. What is this, 1998? AOL. I was like, did he think this was Yahoo Messenger? Who sends emails? I couldn't even take that seriously. So the ex done sent Taylor a daggone email talking about what's up. Taylor didn't tell Chance until a couple of days ago. And so that's why Chance feels like Taylor is, and that's why Chance feels like a paternity test is needed. Chance, I'm going to need for you to tap dance on glass. That's what I'm going to need for you to do. Yeah, it's God. Chance, that makes no sense. Now, I can see if the ex, you know, done slid into that Facebook. Because that's what most people do, honey. They always slide into that Facebook Messenger. And I can see if Taylor was like, you know what, here's my number. Okay, text me. Let's go out to eat. I've been waiting to hear from you. It wasn't none of that. This boy done sent an email. You should have been like, no, I ain't, man, he done sent an email. He ain't even doing it right. I ain't got nothing to worry about. Email. But not Chance. So, of course, here comes Taylor. Was like, what y'all talking about? So, Chance was like, well, you know, you don't want to get married, and you've been talking to your ex behind my back, and I want a paternity test. That was when Taylor should have went, have a good day. And tipped. Taylor said, what? Taylor said, oh my God. She was like, you're a dumbass. She says, bring it on. She said, bring it on. She said, don't just do one. Let's do two. Let's do three. 99.99.99. She said, and then you're going to prove to be an idiot in front of everybody. Because that's what you are. You're an idiot. Chance, just a big So here they are scrubbing that on. So they take the test. And of course it's gonna come back Chance's baby. Taylor ain't nowhere cheating with some guy who's sending an AOL email. Who does that? So they're in the truck. Taylor done called him a dumbass. And she was like, child, I ain't even gonna put up with you. Chance is still trying to justify his stupidity. But guess what, y'all? Bobby's coming home. Bobby is finally coming home from rehab, child. Bobby came home. Bobby looked good, child. Bobby looked like she should. They was like, we got your room set up for you. Now, I still thought that girl was going to be inside of the house. Did y'all see when she was walking through that serial killer garage, shed, or whatever that is? Here is Taylor. Look over the trash. Look over that. Look over that. Look over that 6-foot mounds of garbage. Look over that. We're going to take care of it. Chad's supposed to have took care of that months ago, right? Then she goes into that little Saul, the Hills Have Eyes bedroom. And here's Bobby. Bobby said, thanks for cleaning it up. Thanks for cleaning it. It's clean. Bobby, now I know you fresh out of rehab, but are you having some type of effect to think that this wrong turn bedroom is clean? And what about the shady producers? What about the cameraman after Bobby said, "Ooh, thank you for cleaning up"? Did y'all see the camera work? I bet you they was like, turn right here. Turn, go ahead. Zoom in. Zoom in on that. You see that? You see that format? See that? Dirt. Zoom in. Zoom into that corner. You see that cobweb? Zoom in on that. Look at that. Make sure you zoom in on that garbage right there. Wasn't nothing clean about it. So, here's Bobby telling Taylor that she's leaving. At first, I thought, wouldn't it be something Bobby was like, I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. But she didn't. She says that she's ready for a fresh start. There is nothing here for her. The old people, the old crew, the same old people that she get running around with, she's going to relapse. So she want to go to Arizona and do something new. And I say, good. Anything's better than staying up in that Friday the 13th bedroom. A whole torture chamber in there. Taylor, don't you want something better for your sister? So Taylor, she feels like that Bobby is running away from her problems. Well, Taylor, you can't look at it like that. You can't look at her running away from her problems. You can look at it as her leaving the people that made her have these problems, i.e. Chance. See, Bobby says that she's not going to put everything on Chance. Just like she's not putting everything on her sister. Her sister can't have that on her back. It's not her sister's dealings. It's not her sister's bearings. It's mine. And of course, Taylor feels guilty of Bobby's relapse. But Bobby said, no, it's all me. I made the decision. I made the choice. You ain't got nothing to do with it. Now, your man, he's partly responsible because before him, it was me and you. And now, I don't have my sister that way anymore. But Bobby didn't want to tell Taylor that. Taylor eventually tells Bobby that she is pregnant. So, I wish nothing but the best for Bobby. I think if Bobby feels like she needs to go away 3 states, so be it. Bobby got to look out for herself. She got to look out for her mental health, her physical health. There is something that she could do to keep herself healthy. Go do it, Bobby. Go do it. Let's move on. Let's talk about Sarah and Sean. Boy, makeup makes a difference, don't it? Don't makeup make a difference? I didn't even know that. I was like, is that Sarah? Is that Sarah? Sarah looked like that. Y'all remember that movie, Powder? If not, Google it. I was like, Sarah, I know you're about to have a baby, but they don't let you put on a little bit of bronzer. Sarah said, screw the makeup. I'm about to have a C-section. I ain't worried about Maybelline. Ain't nothing wrong with it, Sarah. So Sarah and Sean, it's baby time. She have a C-section. That baby came out, and I was like, that baby big. And it was just so startling how the baby looked. And I was like, if y'all don't hurry up and wash off this baby And then you hear the baby squalling and healthy. It was only 7 pounds. And I was like, good God, that baby looked like it was about 9 pounds. So, of course, Sarah and Sean, of course, they're happy. Sean's holding the baby. It makes him think about Gracie and her as a baby, him holding the baby, and how he hopes they have a better relationship. Ugh. So, Sarah and Sean are happy parents. That baby is cute. Cute baby. Am I missing anything else with Sarah and Sean other than them having a baby? Is that it? Okay, let's move on, child. Last and most definitely, and I mean most definitely least. So this how y'all gonna do it? Latino Heat and Brittany. This is how y'all gonna do it. I told y'all. They had no business on this show. This is the same Latino Heat Marcelino. Oh, okay. So we have Brittany mad as hell up in her house. Now, she is messing around with the little ringtone or the ring video or the ringer. She said, you ain't gonna be watching me. You out here cheating. When I think about cheating. Y'all remember Gretchen Wills? So anyway, she said, you out here cheating. Now, according to Brittany, okay, now according from Brittany, Marcelino got secret accounts that he's been up there talking to some hook. He got some coochie pics. He's about Google Chrome, Google Map. She looking at his browser history and just coming up with all kinds of things. Marcelino is out here cheating. Just strangers, just women, just out the blue. Now, they have been on this show how long, y'all? But Marcelino, this season became king of Ding-a-ling. He says, let me tell you something. I'm 2 inches from the floor. That's what he said. He said, screw my wife, screw my children. I'm just going to be out here just texting and chatting with all these women, cheating. Brittany having a fit. And then she's talking to her mom. Her mama got some things to say. Oh, Mama Brittany, I'm going to need for you to stay out of it. Nothing in your past is clean. We synced it. So the best thing for you to do is shut it. It was Latino Heat who was with your daughter going from Fleabag motels, not the Holiday Inn, looking for you. It was Latino Heat who went with your daughter to Alaska. So, Mama Brittany, I'm going to need for you to do this. That's what I need for you to do. You ain't got no room to say anything. Nothing. So, of course, Mama Brittany had to take the kids because Brittany was going to lay out Latino Heat. They was going to get it on and popping, and she didn't want to do it in front of the kids. So then she gets a collect call from Sasha. Y'all remember Sasha? I like Sasha. I wish Sasha was on the show, but she can't be, y'all. She in prison, child. She got, what, 3 more years, 4 more years? And so they're talking, and she's telling Sasha about Latino Heat and how Sasha is her homegirl. Yeah, okay, yada, yada, yada. So she says that she cannot believe that after all that they have been through, Latino Heat decides to hurt her like this. So we see Latino Heat in the vehicle, in that truck. That's a nice truck. And he says, now let me tell y'all something. She ain't gonna be lying on me. He said she ain't gonna be lying on me. Now that some of it is true. But the way she's doing, she lied. Let me remind y'all, this is what Latino he said. I said no to this threesome. How many times? But she broke me down, and now we got this. He said, F Amanda. He done called Amanda all kinds of B words. Latino, I'm gonna need for you to pump your brakes. Because see, you should have kept saying no. But you dived in. And all heck done broke loose. So you can't really be calling Amanda a B word. Especially when you've been laying in between those legs. So he says, listen, I ain't had time to cheat. I haven't had time to be doing the things that she said I've been doing. But he said, let me tell you what I did have time for. I had time to look after them kids. I had time to hold this house down. I had time to be the husband I'm supposed to be when I let my wife go out and pursue what she wanted to do, i.e. real estate agent. I held it down. I was here when she got out of prison. I held it down. I held both of us down. Without what I did, we wouldn't have this. Even though Mama Brittany made it seem like that Brittany is the one that got all this together. No. Because see, when Brittany got out of prison, she didn't have nothing but that bag that she came out with. Latino heat was already settled. And let's not forget, over the years, yes, they have had money coming in because of the show. So I'm sure that helped. And other things that they probably have done. So, Mama Brittany, again, I'm going to need for you to do this with your mouth. So, Latino Heat said that, yes, he did that with Amanda, and he has done, other things, but he was drunk, y'all. He said blame it on the alcohol. That's what he said. He said blame it on the liquor. He said he was inebriated. Latino Heat. Then one thing you need to do is calm down. If you getting wasted makes you do those things, then you need to stop drinking. What is with these people? They're married, they got children, and they're out here just cutting up. Go home, Latino Heat, to your family. Both of y'all look and acting and sounding foolish. So Brittany, she's mad. She done smoked about 100 cigarettes. The dog done got the barking, and here comes Latino Heat. She said, here we go. Let's get ready to rumble. Y'all, what y'all think about Latino Heat and Brittany? Y'all still smell a storyline? What y'all think? Brittany is real convincing in that confessional, ain't she? Brittany's real convincing. Latino, he driving in that truck. He act like he's the Latino Leonardo DiCaprio. And see, is Latino Heat and Brittany still together? Because see, that will be the true tell. After all this, they haven't gotten a divorce. They're not separated. They still together. All this we shall see. Then we will know the answer. If they're still together after all this, we will know the answer. Y'all know what to do. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends,